Hello. Alright. Seems like that's working. Now, streaming-wise, one thing I don't actually know is if the stream itself is in 60 frames per second. So I am running the game at 60 FPS now, but I don't know if the stream is going to reflect that or not. I haven't really checked through like the configuration because it would be nice to have that. I'm not super worried about it one way or the other. I guess I don't know what other people are doing either. It's only the first day. Looks like it should be 60 FPS. Okay, I'm gonna say probably it is. Maybe at some point someone can confirm. Okay. Well, either way, it'll be fine for today. Yeah, the plan is just to finish up October EQ, because I'm behind on that. And then if I have time, I want to test out some new champions. Obviously, like, Punk got buffed, Black Panther Civil War got buffed. I'd love to get some experience playing with them. But also, like, Jack-o'-lantern I never really tested. Who was before that? Beta Ray Bill, I don't know how to play at all, and I have him on the live server even. So, yeah, there's a number of champs I'd like to get a bit more familiar with. Alright. I'm just using Nick for this. Normally I grind out EQ really early, but I really put it off. The other reason I really want to just do EQ right now is I need to get comfortable with 60 frames per second. Because everything feels just like a tiny bit different. And I have played it some before. They have it on the CTP beta, so I have been testing it a little bit. But not huge amounts. One thing that I already noticed is that intercepts feel very different at 60 FPS. I know people have said the same about parry. I haven't noticed that as much myself, but the intercepts are what was really catching me up before. I think EQ is probably going to be the perfect place to test that out. Right, the stakes are so low. I've not played Battlegrounds either. I am on earlier than often, so maybe I'll have a bunch of extra time. Could queue up a few Battlegrounds matches too. Oh, speaking of that though, I did some rank ups that I'm excited about. Just earlier today, I took a 2 rank 3. Which I was somewhat more hesitant on than I was not too long ago, just because Dazzler is going to be such a good counter to him. But I think she's not coming out for long enough. Like, she's going to be a December champ, which means she'll be after Cyber Weekend sales, and I'll surely have a lot more rank 3s by that point. I'm already sitting on pretty much 1, just under 3 T4A. And odds are high that I'll get another 1 from Cyber Weekend, maybe another 1 from somewhere else, so I'm not too worried about it. He'll be good for the meantime. Plus, Dazzler needs the dupe to effectively counter him, which will be easier to get because, of course, the track will have her. Still probably not very common. Oops. What I don't know is if we need to use these extra entries to the side quest. So I don't think the path rewards reset. I guess I could run a lower difficulty. Hey Adil, how are you doing? Oh, I did also forget to check, and I accidentally exceeded the Mysterium cap, so I should probably spend that down now, too. Glory Sword reset today. Battlegrounds too. Yeah, I should buy out all that stuff. I'm sad that the Battlegrounds store was not updated. I was really hoping for it. Doing good? Hey, glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Can't really complain. 60 FPS is pretty nice, I think. Yes, I'm using 60 FPS right now. Is that coming through on the stream? I'm not entirely sure if I need to change any settings for that. It looked like it was set up properly. And I think it is from just looking at the play here. But if not, I'll see if I can fix it. Oh yeah, I also awakened and rank 2'd Mantis. And I don't really know how to play her either, so maybe I'll put her on the list of champs to play a little bit. I don't think she's super difficult. I think you mostly just want a special 2, like after a heavy charge or something like that. Everything looks like it'll be fun to play. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I will say I was skeptical when I was first playing it, like when I heard that it was an option. But I think it'll be a positive change. Everything feels just a little bit different, which isn't necessarily bad, but it will take some adjusting for sure. It is funny how much like more detail you can see. I know the one that everyone's talking about is Bullseye's special one. You can see the cards moving so much clearer, and it helps with dexing quite a lot. Hey Santi, how are you doing? I've specifically not been doing too much with 60 FPS on the CCP beta. Just because it was kind of weird to go back and forth between the two. So I did do a little bit, and things like precise dexing are definitely easier in 60 FPS. I started learning the Nick Fury Special 1 dex in 60 FPS, and it feels a lot easier for me. Should probably bring an actual counter to her here. So that's what her special looks like. Not bad. Finally decided to sit down and clear Labyrinth to get the Ultron because you're bored. Nice. Labtron's pretty cool. I mean, he's pretty unique. I'd love to see a buff and a 7-star release for him, or at least a 6-star release. I should probably figure out an actual counter for this fight. But it's so easy to just nuke. I was spending some more time playing Shothra earlier too, and she's so fun. I really hope I can get her at some point. Hey, B. How are you doing? We'll throw hands if they make a challenge just after you clear it. I don't think they do a Labyrinth challenge at this point. Labyrinth is pretty old content. Like, we've already gotten Abyss challenges. So I feel like if we were going to get any new challenge, it would probably be targeted towards Necropolis, honestly. Well, I guess we never really had any last month's challenges, did we? Kushala works all that fight? Or even Destroyer? Okay, I do have a Destroyer. Maybe I'll bring him in. She hasn't exactly been giving me any issues with the nukes. Might do a Necro challenge next. That's what I'm thinking. I do wish that you didn't have to explore Thronebreaker EQ to unlock the Paragon Gauntlet. Thronebreaker EQ is really not much of importance these days. At some point, we'll just need to get new EQ difficulties. I don't know when that's going to be. A Necro challenge would be really cool, though. I've not been in there in quite a long time. Since, well, I guess almost exactly a year. Because it came out like a week before Cyber Weekend. And that's when I explored it. So it's been almost a year since I did Necropolis. Wow, that's crazy. Same, but it feels longer for you somehow. Yeah, like it simultaneously feels not that long ago, very long ago. I was thinking earlier today, like, rank 4s are probably not very far off. I'm fully expecting to see the first rank 4 from top bank of rewards. And that's just like, well, the event will just start in about a month. Rewards wouldn't come out for a couple months, but still, that's very close. Assuming that's correct. Kind of hope they do a challenge, because you really don't want to clear it otherwise. Really? Okay. I guess rank 3 resources are already quite a bit more commonplace. Got them in the Glory store. I'm sure we'll get them in the Battlegrounds store before too long. I don't even know how many rank 3s I have. I want to say 11 or 12. And I'm almost at enough catalyst for another. Have I seen the Black Panther Civil War buff? It's crazy. I mean, I know that it was happening. I haven't really... I've seen people that are happy with it, but I haven't tried it myself yet. So if I could finish this up soon, that's one of the champs I want to try. I've also seen some pretty insane stuff from the Punk buff, which I'm excited about. I did pull Punk from a Titan. I know he does kind of need the dupe, but you can't dupe him unless you have him. I'll play him at 1 on 60 FPS, even though I think that was my fault. I have noticed that my reparries feel a little different. I wonder how long it'll take to get used to all that. MSD streamed it and said he was cracked in 10 minutes of playing. Nice. Yeah, I've seen people be very excited about it. I wonder how viable he'll be, though. He does rely on bleeds, right? Which there are a lot of bleed minions out there. I definitely wouldn't be sad to pull him as a 7-star. Although, from what I understand, he does like a high sig. So it may be kind of tough. I'm back on the Titan saving train though. I opened like 7 of the current pool. I'm ready to hold. Of course, I got triple Sim Supreme, which was not what I was hoping for, but I did get some good pulls also. But I would love a Spiral. Spiral, Shafra, Enchantress would all be excellent. I have Enchantress, but I really want the Duke. The main reason I was opening the current pool was for Prowler. I really want the Prowler too. Didn't get him, but I think I'd rather save at this point. The rest of that pool isn't crazy, and I think Spiral's going to be very good. Be happy duping him as a 7-star. I'm sitting on 85 generic SIGs for someone who's actually worth it. Wow, nice. I'm sitting at exactly 100 generic SIGs. I had 25 in overflow not too long ago, but I had to use those. I'm just waiting for Domino myself. Although, if it waits too much longer, I might just have to use them. Atuma's probably worth a few more. I've got him at SIG 40 right now. And now that he's ranked 3, I'd be a bit more inclined to do it. Hey, Zero, how's it going? I'm not doing too bad. Just finishing up EQ. Plenty of time left, right? Alright, I think I will swap in Destroyer if he's alright for this. Just have a more safe option. Nice cap I'm rocking? Thanks. I wear it from time to time. Actually, I'm wearing the matching shirt too. Did not even realize that. Alright, let's talk about, I guess, Zemo. Destroyer. Oh yeah, I did want to see, how many rank 3s do I have? 10 there, and then Shavas, and... Okay, so I'm at 12 right now, sitting on about my 13th Catalyst. Like in 60 FPS, it feels kind of weird. Yeah, it takes some getting used to. I've been testing it for a while, because they had it on the CCP beta, so I played it some beforehand, but I specifically didn't do a ton with it, because I didn't want to have to deal with back and forth. I do think it'll be a positive change overall. It'll just take some getting used to for sure. I was saying the things that feel the most off to me are reparries and intercepts. Oh, speaking of intercepts, is this an intercept node? Oh no, it's just protection shield. But I feel like within a month, everyone will be totally normal. It'll feel like completely normal to everyone. And I think even within a week, it'll be almost good as new. What about you? What are your thoughts on it? Hey, King Dabu. I'm not doing too bad. What about yourself? Kaza as well. Hey. How are all of you doing? Extra sensitive to this stuff. Doesn't feel like true 60 FPS where they added extra frames to old animations. Well, I mean, the animations themselves, I'm fairly certain, are defined not by the frames. Like, I don't think the animations are cheating the 60 FPS at all. It definitely feels different, yeah. But I am very glad that they added the option, so if you aren't a fan of it, you can leave it off. I will say, precision dexes feel a lot more doable in 60 FPS. At least in my experience. I know a lot of people were saying that it drained the battery a lot quicker on 60 FPS. I think it did for me too, because I was playing a little bit with it earlier, and then my battery seemed lower than normal, but I mean, I work from home, so my phone's pretty much always charging, so I wouldn't necessarily notice that too much. But I definitely don't think you'll want to switch back and forth between 30 and 60. I think they're different enough that you'll want to stick with one. Apparently Bullseye Special 1 is now reliably fully dexable. It was before, too, but it's a lot easier to see the projectiles, I think is what it is. I know people are saying it's a lot more consistent. MSD was fairly consistent at it in 30, but I know he said it's a lot more easy in 60 as well. But Bullseye, the one I've noticed is Nick Fury's Special 1. I've been trying to get consistent with that for a while, and it's felt a lot better in 60 FPS, as long as I've been playing 60 FPS. Hey Juan, how you doing? You agree about the battery drain, Mars? Nothing too crazy, just a bit quicker. Makes sense. Don't need twice as much. $60 FPS giving MSD vision to the common folk? Yeah, for real. I should probably try the Bullseye Special 1 dex. I'm still working on getting consistent Nick Furies though. I'm at maybe like 30% consistency on the Special 1 dex. Once I'm like warmed up for it, sort of. I don't know. Not anywhere near enough to go for it unless I have to. But that's kind of the good thing about that one. The reason I wanted to learn it is because if he's throwing it, there's a good chance he's unblockable. So there's no reason not to try, right? Like Bullseye Special 1, if you try to dex and you miss, it ends up a lot worse than if you just blocked it. But with Nick Fury, so often he's unblockable, so there's not really any punishment for just trying. Strength of White Tiger since we're getting insane power game meta. That's true, she'll be really good, won't she? Makes me wish I had a Shothra. She would be great for that. I am thinking about ranking up my 6-star Red Guardian though, because he's buff immune of course. And I think I have a rank up gem that'll work for him. Buff immunes and power controllers are definitely going to be the way to go. I've already got Titania, I've got Chavez. They'll probably be my workhorses. White Tiger's another one I would love. I can't believe how this year so suddenly became the Mystic year. Like, we had White Tiger in January. Let's see, I don't think we had any other Mystics until Enchantress. And then we had Shothra. Then we'll have Scream, and then we'll have Isophene after that. And all of a sudden, just was Mystics back to back to back. Hey, Curd Bros, how you doing? We need more buff immunes? Yeah, that'd be nice. We do have a decent amount, but I definitely wouldn't be upset with more. Like, Ant-Man is one that I briefly considered using offensively, but I don't think he's got the speed. I think Cassie's buff immune too. Yeah, I should figure out these decks. For some reason your comments weren't showing up earlier? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't see anything from you. YouTube must have been doing something stupid. Okay, that's not actually hard. I wish the story was due. Should be melted. Dread was saying he was having the same issue. Okay, yeah, every once in a while that seems to happen to a lot of people. I was having that just a few days ago. Right, I was gonna take a look and see. I know Punk benefits a lot from his Sig ability. And I do have a Punk once. So I was kind of curious how important that actually is. There it is. And they finish... Okay, so that's where the encores come from. So I could see that being useful, but probably not crucial. Attack is decreased. Does this work? Oh, you can. I never tried to Striker Mordo when he was stunned. Personal Rupture as well. Okay. Is that the important part? The Rupture, the third part? If there's any Punk experts out there? I know people say he needs the Sig quite a bit. I'm not super familiar with him. Because I would think this wouldn't come up a ton. But maybe it would. I guess you could bait some special ones, get a few of these back to back. Like, the second part is definitely nice, but it doesn't seem critical. The taunt, I guess, is cool. Are these ruptures rare enough that that makes a huge difference? I guess maybe. I guess that's where the special one burst comes from. And I've seen some pretty impressive Punk stuff post-buff today. I'll certainly give him a try and do at some point. Man, I can't wait for Spiral. She looks so cool. Go for the special one here, just get the evade counter up. In Battlegrounds, the victory track meta, I believe, is just the war meta. I would not mind. Whoa. Okay. I would like to see us go back to 2 metas, I think. I don't love that if you're quick to get to the Gladiator circuit, you barely even get to try the victory track meta. I don't know whether I'd enjoy the tactic meta or not, but it would be nice to at least have it for some time. I'm not as opposed to the single meta as some people are. I do think it makes me more likely to do specific rank ups for it. It's a lot easier to justify a month-long rank up than 2 weeks, but it does kind of drag on when it's not a meta to enjoy, which the last few have not really been. I might like this one. I don't know. I'm certainly not writing it off yet. Oops. That projectile still moves pretty slow. Hey, Jeff. Stream looks extra smooth. Am I running 60? Yes, I am. Sure am. Hey, Samuel. Hope I've been well. Yeah, not too bad. What about yourself? Just finishing up October content at the last minute here. There was one thing I should have gotten set up for if I was going to stream tonight. I've been wanting to put, like, I don't know, lo-fi music or something on. I should have just done that for tonight if I didn't think about it. I think that helps when there's not as much to talk about, which tonight will definitely be that way. When does the Royal Hunt start? I want to get those Henge Pool champions. They might be fun. Open your 5th Titan for this pool rotation. Got Nefaria, okay. Super stoked to see who's in your top 3. That is awesome. Congratulations, Samuel. Desperately need good sign 7 stars. I think he'll be one. I know a lot of people are very, very fond of him. Ooh, what does this look like? Oh, too bad. Or I got lucky. Didn't think 60 FPS would make as much of a difference as it does. I was exactly the same way, Jeff. For years, I've been like saying to people who are like, oh, we need 60 FPS. Is it really gonna make that much of a difference? As soon as I tried it for myself, I was like, okay, no, I see what they're saying. It makes a difference for sure. No doubt about it. Okay, Royal Hunt starts on the 13th, so a couple weeks away for that. Right, Saga Incursion starts up tomorrow, okay. I need to do that. They'll have some shards in it. They'll have a whole T4A, which will be nice. Actually, that'll give me another rank 3. I have no idea who I'm gonna rank up next. Of course, we got the super event, daily super event coming in a couple weeks too. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. Waiting for level up is almost gonna be done forever. It's gonna be so nice. Doubling frames is always insane. Same happened swapping to 120. Okay, I have no idea how 120 would feel. What's so good about the Super Daily event? King Dabu, it just, you hit it every day. You don't have to worry about what you need to do to get the milestones. If you're free to play, it makes everything a lot easier to manage. Like, how often do you miss event quest completion? If you're like me, you only hit that like 25% of the time. Or arena wins. If you're not doing arena that day, then you just don't get it. You don't, or saving your rank ups for level up, which I always do. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You just play and you automatically get it. Plus the rewards are better. So it's just overall such a nice quality of life improvement. What do I need? Dimensional Being, Illuminati, Thanos Army. And they need nullifies or armor breaks. Dimensional Being, Illuminati, or Thanos, right? Dimensional Being, Illuminati, or Thanos. And then he nullifies or armor breaks. Okay. Guess Corvus, maybe he can handle it. Was there no other way to... I guess Ebony Maw can, right? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, okay. Hey, Sandscript. And 1-2. How are both of you doing? Have Kabam said anything about the rewards for Super Daily? Yes, they did. Let me pull it up exactly what they said. They said that it will have the same rewards as when we tried it, but at some point early next year, it will be getting buffed. And the rewards that we got were already pretty good. I thought they might have been toned down, but I was very happy to see that. Dashing forwards, they can evade. They can plasma. Okay, let's just bring some strong cosmics. Hulkling and I don't know, Gladiator? Sure. Take your Prowler to rank 2 and scrape together enough T4A for your 9th rank 3. Nice, Samuel. Not sure who to go with, but absolutely dry at all T6DC, so you have a while to figure it out. Well, that's great. Oh, it's Steve. Yeah, I would love to have a Prowler. That's the reason I was opening the current pool of Titans, which I think I'm done with right now. But I really would love to get him. Hey, Dementia Dreamin', how's it going, my guy? Good to see you. What's up with you? Shield. I took my Penny to rank 2. Oh wait, no I didn't. I took Warlock instead. I was going to. The rewards were already nice? Yeah. I was very excited to see that they're staying the same. 2 T4A a month from Glory and Super Daily? Yeah, that's true. I will probably still go for the T4A, but the Sig Stones are also pretty tempting. I'll have to look at exactly what the reward distribution was because it's been a little bit. Cruising through some side quests and EQ, nice. Also like me, saving it for the last minute. Help you with the Dust Elite Bounty. You don't have Omega Sentinel or Ironheart or Iron Man? I think I use Silk for that. Anyone that can put non-damaging debuffs on, you can convert them into incinerates by knocking her down, I believe, is how it works. Anyone with incinerates should be good, I think. To be honest, I didn't pay the most attention. Oh, does he not nullify armor ups? I'm dumb. He does nullify Furies. Okay, this is working. A little bit's on the slow side, I guess. Nimrod and Idun, neither of those will work very well because they're reliant on shocks. Do you have anyone with just a bunch of non-damaging debuffs? Like any good science champs? because I believe the node is that if you knock her down, all your non-damaging debuffs are turned into incinerates. So like a Titania could work. Silk was great for it. Anyone that could just stack lots of those. Yeah, in fact, what Sanskrit was saying is totally true. Don't worry too much about class advantage, but especially for Dust, she specifically counters a lot of your standard tech options just by being like shock immune. So you can't use like Shuri or Nimrod or Guardian, a lot of common options. Helps damage reduction? Some, but it's far more important that you counter the like mechanics of the fight. Like a Titania is going to do far better in that fight than a Nimrod, right? Nimrod's going to do very poorly because she is shock immune. Yeah, Torch is a great option, right? Although you don't want to use the pre-fight, right? Because you would ideally keep Incinerates on. I would assume that's the way to play that. Sunspot is a classic Dust counter because of all of his Incinerates. Okay, I think I'm gonna use CGR for the rest of this path. Unless I can get Corvus charges. Hey, Hussein. CGR? Yeah, you could probably work. I don't remember all the nodes. You'd convert your armor breaks on the special 2 into incinerates, or you could use the special 1 for incinerates. That might work alright. He'd probably be okay. I haven't tried it, of course, but I don't remember all the nodes, but I don't think that would be horrible. Just be, as long as you're somewhat comfortable playing Dust, just keep in mind the standard Dust stuff. I think she has unblockable specials, so be a little wary of the special too. I shouldn't have heavy. Do we know what frequency we'll be seeing Realm events? Assuming it'll be 1 per saga. They haven't said anything about it. So we don't know for sure, but that, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Right? And Corvus is still pretty good. In content where you can get it ramped up, he holds up. Yeah, King Dabu, if you haven't already chosen the Dust one, you don't need to do each of them. The only difference is the profile picture. You'll get the same rewards for each of them. If you already chose the Dust, then it's too late, but I mean, unless you really care about the profile pictures. I did one of each just to get the profile pictures, even though I'll never use them. Got dusted, yeah, right. Okay, so if you've already done it, yeah. Hey, Everton. How are you doing? Not sure if it's intended or not. You can repeat the elite bounties and get the 5 tickets from the same path each time. Like if you have an extra entry? Because they did give us 1 extra entry, right? I'm pretty sure that's intended. Because you did all 4, then repeated 1. Yeah, they gave you 1 extra if you did the last side quest week. I got that too. I'm pretty sure that was intentional. Didn't know till it was too late. I'm sorry, King Debu. Wait, do I need to like knock the guy down or something? Oh! Wait. Oh, that was a... Is that as heavy the hell, that crazy stuff going on? Well, hold on, I want to see that again. Wow, okay, that's a wild heavy. Oh, right, Corvus isn't duped. I was playing on Immortality. This guy looks insane. He's one that I really do want to test. I just love Texas though. What a surprise, CGR handles it. Can't wait to see some gameplay of Jack and BGs. Yeah, need to see if he is in fact the onslaught counter he's advertised as. Yeah, that one will be tricky because a lot of like the highest level people making content they don't really struggle with onslaught, right? So I don't know that they would use him in particular. But I would certainly be curious to see. I think he'll be good from what I've seen and what people have said. Well, this is interesting. Oh, never mind. I wish they would update the champions targeted, like best champions or whatever, because they are very 2018. I think it's still got like Star-Lord in there or something. It's been out of date for a very long time. Only ever seen 1 rank 3 Jack so far. Does make sense. He's very new. It's a mirror match against rank 3 Onslaught, so not even the designated Onslaught counter could outspeed rank 3 Sparkles. That's the thing, is I think he's a safe option, but I don't think he's a insanely fast option. I would bet Captain Marvel's gonna beat him. Probably Silk still. Juggernaut if you can pull off that much Juggernaut. But, I mean, as long as he's fun, I think there will be some people that use him. Possibly myself included. Oh. Yeah, that was interesting. I think it might have been that I released my thumb there, and the timing for it was quick enough that it actually dropped my block in 60 FPS, because I don't think that would have happened at 30. It's kind of cool to see all these like slight differences that get picked up at 60 FPS that aren't at 30. Is Corpus metal? Yeah, he is. Whatever, I'll use him anyway. Rank 3 Captain Marvel movie is really cool though, Samuel. Wonder what I'm doing. I'm just building the Fury charges. Will say though that while I do find the concept of releasing a direct counter to a particular problem defender to be a little scummy, at least they managed to avoid another Patriot situation. Yeah, I know why they do it. It's not my favorite for sure. Certainly isn't new, but in a perfect world, I wish they wouldn't do it, but it does make sense, sadly. Hey, Acidy. I'll love Spiral then? Oh, I will love Spiral. I can tell you that right now. I don't know if you were talking or not, Sanskrit, but I am extremely excited for Spiral. I think the Blades mechanic looks so fun. I can't believe that this game is 10 years old and they're still innovating to the extent that they are. Imagine Jack would be a good mutant counter in general. At least have some usability outside of his target counter. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm expecting him to land. Like, I'm guessing the Celestial 4 players probably won't have him in their deck. But anywhere below that, I think he'll be totally viable. How's my day? Not too bad, Estee. Honestly, didn't have all that much going on. Crazy going on. 84k. More excited for Dazzler. She looks ridiculously fun to play. Yeah, Dazzler is also going to be great. I will certainly be picking up the pass for her. And the fact that she only needs Sig 1 to ignore all physical thorns damage is pretty crazy. Of course, higher Sig would be better because you can reflect more damage, but just having that perfect counter at Sig 1, it's crazy. Hey, Robert J. Opened a 7-star crystal, got bullseye. Okay, I took him to rank 2 to replace the 6-star. Ooh, well, I hope we don't match, Robert J. Congratulations. Want to get the special 2 off? No. How much does the pass normally cost? $25 for the pass. If you're gonna spend it, some of the best value you can get. At least for the ones with the guaranteed 7 stars. Okay, so you can parry his mediums. Is it his lights you can't parry? Or can you just parry all of them? I'm very curious to see if it's going to be easier to both intentionally trigger decks and intentionally not trigger decks with 60 FPS. Because there are situations where you specifically do not want dexterity to trigger. And I'm wondering if the extra flexibility will be beneficial for that. Don't know if you're going to rank Bullseye if you pull him now. Everyone about to have a Sinister. That's true. Rank 2 Sinister will be a pretty solid counter, but the thing is every defender has multiple great counters, right? You can't rank up any defender that no one has an option for, which is good, but it's something to keep in mind. What's best to buy in Cyber Weekend or Banquet? The best is just to wait and see what the options are, because Cyber Weekend could be awful or it could be incredible, and we won't really know until we're there. So just wait and see on Cyber Weekend what most people are saying value-wise for your progression too, answer, because sometimes it's really good for Throne Breakers, but not great for Paragons, or vice versa. It's something you kind of have to play by ear every time. Typically, unless you have an insane amount of units, Cyber Weekend will be better than Banquet for you, because it has guaranteed value. If you can afford it, the best thing to do is get what you can out of Cyber Weekend and hit all the milestones in Banquet, because those do have some guaranteed value. But again, so much depends on the specific values. Hey Abdo, how's it going? Just now doing EQ, who am I, Panda Man Pete? I guess so. Normally I'm way ahead of the curve, but not this month. My motivation to do EQ fades with every passing month. The rewards just get less and less worth it. Unless we get a proper Paragon difficulty soon, I don't know how much longer I'll be doing EQ. The Paragon Gauntlet is the only reason I still do it. Oh, I see Sanskrit saying the same thing about the guaranteed value. Yeah. Definitely the way to go if you're not an enormous whale. Let's see the unduped Silk in 60 FPS. Yeah. I've heard people say that the crystals are really fast in 60 FPS. Like it's just a blur. They've already confirmed that the pass will be the same price, Sanskrit, so we're good on that front. Sinister's very safe, still slow and people screw it up sometimes. That is also true. You typically are like a 90-second Sinister fight against a rank 2 Bullseye. Fun incursions with hemostatic charge. I haven't tried that. I don't know how fast a rank 2 Sinister would be against Bullseye. definitely better than the 6-star. By how much, I'm not sure. Some people already have the rank 3 star. I bet there's footage out there. Yo, Wolf, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a little while. What's up with you? Did your incursion run with Sinister yesterday, Juan? Okay, was it fun? 4 to 5 heavies and dead. Wow, okay. I would say I'd have to give that a try, but like, I'm just gonna keep using her because she's the safest option. Reminds you should do Paragauntlet real quick. Alright, Panda Man feet. You're barely gonna be beating me. Ranking up the smartest man of Battlegrounds. Well, that is Mr. Fantastic's signature ability, right? So I'd assume that's what you're talking about. Had the worst month with incursions attempts. Didn't get the hacks you wanted. I don't usually do incursions. Like if I find myself with an afternoon to kill, then sure I'll do an incursions run, but it takes a while. And it kind of sucks to get to deep zones and die. Got one fight where there was a falter timer if you didn't hit in 6 seconds. Falter and the timer were perfectly in sync. Oh, that sucks. I think I've seen that interaction you're talking about. I haven't fought it, but I've seen people complaining about it. Yeah, that would suck. Used... Wait, you have a rank 3 Sinister Abner? I did not know that. Definitely faster, but him not being Duke makes a difference too. That is a very good point. Working hard, about to start a new job, and then looking for a new place. Planning to be back to the channel beginning of the year. That's awesome, Wolf. I'm really glad to hear that. Well, I'll keep an eye out at the beginning of the year. Try to catch you one of these times. People still do incursions? Well, Lorson, tomorrow we'll get Saga incursions, and then there will be a T4A in there, so I'm guessing a lot of people will be doing that. That's right, they did also confirm that there will be 7-star Awakening Gems in Cyber Weekend. Probably one Awakening Gem. If we're lucky, they'll give us a Selector. If we're unlucky, they'll give us a Classers. Also stop doing EQ. Even Paragauntlet rewards aren't worth it anymore. It's very close to that for me. Hence why I'm doing it last day when I usually do it day 1. The only reason I'm doing it is because I've got like 20 energy refills expiring very soon. So I might as well. It is Mr. Fantastic? Nice, Effie. I haven't played him very much. I know there's some big fans of him now. You don't want to do incursions. You'll have a while, Jeff. It'll be on until December 5th, so you've got a month to do it. And now that they toned down the zones, it's a lot easier too. Now that you don't have to do the full 25 push. Hey, J-Will, how's it going? Rank 3 Titania coming tomorrow for you, Juan. Nice, congratulations. Hulk staying at rank 1 till you're done with MODOK and Mr. F. Asti, I love your priorities. It's always fun to hear. Thinking of doing rank 3 Titania for the next meta too? Yeah, she's gonna be very good. She and Chavez are my, or at least what I'm planning on being my go-tos. Well, I was saying earlier, I think I have a 6-star rank up gem that I want to use on Red Guardian. Because he is, of course, buff immune. So badly want to give it to Photon, but she's still unduped. Yeah, that dupe is pretty important for her, isn't it? I'd love a Photon. Oh, ramping up Corvus on Captain Britain is gonna suck. Shit, let's do this. Oh, not bad. Not what I meant to do. I'll blame that on 60 FPS. It's totally its fault. Oh, yikes. Okay, never mind. Not using corpse. Pretty good. How are you? Hey, I'm not doing too bad myself. Glad you're doing well. You're off Wednesday and Thursday. If you want to go in CCP Battlegrounds, sure, J-Will. Yeah, I would love to test out a few champions in there at some point. Wednesday and Thursday, I should be open. Pretty much the entire evening. So if there's time that works for you, feel free to shoot me a Discord message or something. Oh, I shouldn't have texted that. Photon's the one champ that always kicks your ass. Yeah, something about her. She's always intercepting me, getting backdrafts. Crazy. It's your wife's birthday in 10 days. You have no idea what to get her. Uh-oh. Better think of something soon, Jeff. Hulk is a bum. If I tested buffed Black Panther, not yet, Lorson. If I can finish up EQ soon, I will hop in there, test him, test out some of the newer champions as well that I haven't gotten to yet. Just can't get all those champs in there that we need who are buff immune. Need to test the GC still. Yeah, I've not done a single match. I'm not too worried about it though. I don't typically play much in off-season. Oh. And I danced that. Whoops. Force a habit. Anyone who also has rank 3 Titanium and a banner? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She's a common enough rank 3 that I think she'll stick around most of the time. Would be a good strat to cripple your opponent this minute. It could be if that's their only option and you have a couple. Oh, I did not plan on this Dragon Man. Ebony Maw, let's go. Ooh, first rank 4 7-star. That's a good question, Acity. I have no idea. That's something I've not even thought about. Honestly, Chavez might be a contender for me. She just always works. Like, has there ever been a meta that Chavez was not great in? Probably one or two, but not nearly to the same extent as a lot of these champions. Deathless King Groot, that's a cool one, Jeff. I've not used him as much as I thought I might. I am very excited for Deathless She-Hulk, though. We know it's Silk. She's maybe a contender, but it's something I'll have to think a lot about once we get close to it. Hey, Alberto! Sorry to see you go, man, but I hope you're gonna be happy with whatever you're doing next. Oh wait, what was I missing? I thought I saw someone asking for a poll. Wait, what happened? And yes, you can have a poll. I can't see a message anymore. Let's finish up this fight. I'm just gonna go with debuff immune. And that was a tough one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Samuel, if you want to pull, just let me know. I'll get one fired up. Ah, there's the immunity. Putting Dragon Man and Taskmaster on the same path is dirt. I guess you could just nullify the armor ups. Not that bad, but still. We all know that Silk is gonna have gold stars at rank 6. No, Samuel. Please, I need that dupe. Probably gonna be calling it quits. I'm sorry to hear that, Alberto. We'll miss you. Maybe someday you'll come back. I'll probably be here. Use Deathless King Groot all the time. Slow but almost unkillable unless you mess up real bad. Yeah, I love that about him. Got that insane regen. He's the sort who would be really great for a lot of bosses. Okay, why are my stuns so short? Oh, the armor ups. Oh, that's true, Berto. You should get your 10 free 7 stars. Free 7-star Isophene is pretty crazy. I see me as a stats YouTuber. Maybe. I mean, I don't do YouTube for anything crazy. I just do it for fun most of the time. Do I like 60 FPS? I think I do overall, Acity. It definitely feels different, but I think it'll be a very positive change once I'm used to it. Behind here, sorry. Rank 3, 7-star between Nefaria, Wolf, Kushala, and Sinister. Okay. Let me get that made up here. I don't do a poll very often. Who to rank 3? Nefaria, Wolf, Kushala, and Sinister. Okay. Poll is up, I think. Yes. Hey, I did it right. Let me catch up here a little bit, sorry. Oh, hey, Nugget, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good, what about you? Feels weird for you, the 60 FPS Acity? It's definitely different. I wouldn't have thought it would feel this different, but it does. I don't think it'll take very long to get used to, but it was a much bigger difference than I was expecting. He's the tallest, prettiest YouTubist. Well, thank you, Abdo. I don't think either of those are true for the record, but that's very nice of you. I'm 6'3", Alberto. It's not crazy tall. And I could not play in the NBA. I am terrible at basketball. Need to test Neferi along with what feels like 30 other champs. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a couple tonight, but I haven't tried like any of the new champs. Doing good, just chilling? Hey, glad to hear it. Nice chill Monday night. If you can parry specials and counter them, it's like a train. Okay. I've never really practiced the special parries. I should, since I have a rank 3 Guardian, but rank 3 Guardian has been unusable in Battlegrounds for a very long time. Come on, get the special 2 off. Yeah. Don't know if he beats other rank up priorities. Yeah, he suffers from being a science. There's just so many good science champions right now. He's also Italian. Yeah, that's true. I feel like 60 FPS might actually help you trying to parry specials. That's something I didn't think about. It definitely could. Alright, I think I'll close up this poll. Looks like Sinister is winning, which is not what I expected. It's pretty close though. I think I personally would have voted Kushala out of these, but maybe that's just because I don't have her, and so I'm jealous of everyone that does. But they're definitely all good options. Yeah, Wolf is definitely in last place, which I think I would have agreed with. Wolf is very good too, though. You've ever done testing streams? As far as you know, I've never played in the NBA. That's true. I have not ever played in the NBA. Although, isn't there a Brian Grant in the NBA? I think I remember hearing that one time. Or did he play a different sport? People have also been saying that loading times are faster this update, which shouldn't be tied to the 60 FPS, but it is great if that's true. You'll be rank 3 in your Wolf when you come back to streaming? Okay, Wolf. I guess that makes sense for you. Took me a second to connect that, but I've seen rank 3 Wolves around. He's definitely a good option, especially in full moon. You've met that Brian Grant before? Have you really? Have you? That's cool. Wasn't he an NBA player? Or is he still? I do not pay attention to sports. He was a very good basketball player, okay. Yeah, I knew there was something like that. No relic on Corvus? Oh, really? It's funny, I was playing a bunch of Chakra a little while ago, and I'm a huge fan of Chakra. I would love a Chakra, but after like a couple hours of playing with her, I realized that I did not had a relic on the entire time, and it makes such a difference. She's even better with like a Scarlet Witch relic or the Iron Fist relic. Lorison, you're thinking of leaving too? That would be sad if all you guys are leaving. Giving a speech at UW and came into the restaurant you worked at. Okay. Had an app at the bar, but transferred his tab to another server and he still tipped you. That's awesome. Nice guy to talk to. That's really cool. Did you know who he was, like, the instant he walked in, or did other people mention it? That was back before he started streaming MCOC. Taking a Man-Thing instead of your Wolf? Hey, Man-Thing proved its worth last meta. Made me wish I got Man-Thing out of the selector. I don't regret taking Punisher, but Man-Thing was so good last meta. Always think of leaving, but somehow you're still here. Well, we're glad to have you here, Juan. I don't really ever think of leaving, to be honest. Never a big NBA guy. You were a good bartender and it wasn't busy. Okay. Very cool. Man-Thing's a great choice. Me helped develop a tremendous amount of respect for him. Yeah. I was so torn on the selector between Man-Thing and Punisher. I did end up going with Punisher, but I kind of wish I had gone Man-Thing just because he was so useful last meta. I got Sim Supreme with Better Mystic. Well, that was a completely different crystal. And also, I'll have you know, Sim Supreme is not even leveled up yet. To try his special 3 and 60 FPS? Great. Believe me, I do not want to see twice as much Sim Supreme. The current amount of Sim Supreme is already more than enough. Zero regrets about rank 3 Man-Thing. How many rank 3s do you have out, Joe? I just got number 12 today. Although I have enough for just about a 13. Hey, only a couple fights left. Then I can knock out the Power Gauntlet, and there is time to do some testing. That's great. Because I do want to learn some of these champs. He's like 30. I know you got a big chunky roster. Super Daily is coming back? That's right. What's the date? On November 22nd. Back for good. I cannot wait. Sinister was 17, okay. Yeah, that is quite a lot. More than half of a BG deck. Alright, now who do I want to test first? I kind of want to use Black Panther Civil War a little bit first. Then maybe get into like Scream and Jack. You got 12, 13 tomorrow? Yeah, that's I think exactly what I'm at one. Although it'll be pretty overkill for me. But I think I'm only a tiny bit below third. Actually, now that the Glory Sword reset, I might even be able to get that one. Oh, that was a special one, wasn't it? Use Enchantress? If she was awakened, I totally would. I want the Enchantress dupe so bad. But she really needs that dupe for offense. Black Panther was bugged when I was do testing earlier. Oh, really? Doing insane damage? Well, if he's bugged, maybe I won't. I'll give him at least a little bit of a try, but I'd rather have a realistic experience. Honestly, these relic shards are the best part. Ranked your 17th. Iron Man Infinity War. Ooh, that's an awesome one, Nugget. One of my favorite champions. Congratulations. What? Sigil activated? Wait, is that for real? What? Okay, it's just a bug. What? No? Okay, it's just a bug. I would have really liked to have a free sigil. Got Valiant by rank 3 Hulk. Hulk is another great one, Wolf. He's one of the... I think he was the most common rank 3 at one point. Am I listening to music right now? I am not. I was going to get like some lo-fi stuff for the stream set up, but I didn't get around to it tonight. Maybe after the stream I'll try to get that set up. Why, there's not like music coming through or something, is there? Speaking of bugs, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to submit that. I was kind of hoping it was a free sigil trial. They used to do that a couple times. Whoa, these are so long now. Okay. Just wondering why I was wearing headphones. Just in case I have to like listen to something in here. I do pull up videos from time to time, and I guess I don't really need to most of the time. It was a bit of a force of habit, because when I started doing this, I was using a microphone built into the headphones. But then I got a real microphone, and I just kept wearing the headphones. I think I used Onslaught for this guy. Green Goblin, what was his deal? I bet CGR works. And I guess I'll bring Destroyer for those 2 Cosmics also. Probably won't be too bad. You don't need specific tags anymore, right? They did away with that. At least your mic isn't in the shot. Well, isn't it better if it's in the shot? Because it's better audio quality or whatever? I should get like those panels or something, because it is echoey in this room. Because it's got hardwood floors and everything. Maybe a little area rug would help that too. Oh right, Mercy. Yeah, Onslaught handled that alright. It's worse because you look like a pretentious podcaster. I don't know. I've never thought anything of it, Abdo. I've never really been one to be too worried about exactly how someone has it set up. Ooh, I forgot about that. Well, I took it. Trigger the masochism or whatever. Just to get all this. Don't want my animation to get a little bit slower. Oh, we did eat the armor bricks anyway. Green Goblin is one of those defenders that's always just a little bit annoying. That lasted not do as much damage as I thought it might. Okay, there it goes. Area rug and a few more things on the walls, cut it down quite a bit. Okay, I'll look into getting that. Rugs are so expensive. I'll see if I can find a cheap option somewhere. Gonna head out early morning tomorrow. Have a great rest of the stream. Catch you again soon. Yeah, great seeing you again, Wolf. I'm glad you're doing well. Your next rank 5 ascendant Mystic, Voodoo, Loki, Morningstar, Dormammu, or Mephisto. I mean, I'd say Mephisto. Mephisto is still such a pain. Semi-joking, because you mentioned it before on the streams. Think it looks dumb? That's fair. We know you have a mic, otherwise we couldn't hear you. Do you see the mic in most TV shots? I guess that's true. It certainly has never bothered me. Although maybe next time I come in I'll have to make a big deal about it. Oh yeah, I can whip up the pole for that after this fight. Oh, that was lucky. That's kind of strong power beam. What's that move? Man, I got this. Of course. Just a silly personal preference. Yeah, I get that. And another switch. Oh no, that was a mistake. Okay. Think it was quick. Oh yeah, anti-venom. What was I gonna do for this guy? I'll choose Onslaught. Destroyer strikes again. I do like Destroyer. I would not at all mind getting him Awakened. It does knock out quite a few good counters to him. Especially in like this last meta. Sentry and Void, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Oh no. Oh, I forgot to do the poll, didn't I? I'll remember after this. Oh, okay. There it goes. Alright, what were your... Okay, rank 5 ascended. And it was... Voodoo... Loki... Oops. Morningstar... Dormammu... Oh, well, I can't do 5. Well, I think Mephisto is the meta option, and you don't generally like the meta options, Asti, so I'm going to leave Mephisto out of that. I think Mephisto wins that if he's in there, so we'll leave him there. Sorry, I did not know that was the cat. You know, one, I've been saying for a long time that we should get a 7-star Dr. Voodoo. I think he would be really good. Special 2 looks like. Oh, right, you can just outrange it. Voodoo's like Kushala, but with more power control. His power control is so good. Even combo special 2, and they're just pretty much stuck forever. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Voodoo's one of the first champs you played. You like him? Yeah, I used the 4-star Voodoo a lot back in the day. 4 pulls at a time. So rare that I make a pull. Did not know that. That seems like a very small limit. Deck. Quite as fast as it could have been, but not too worried. He's down. What even are the rewards for this? There's like 3,000 7-stars. 3,000 7-star shards. Yeah. Not crazy. We really just need Paragon difficulty. Alright, I guess I'll close this up. Alright, looks like... Who won that? Morningstar takes it. Okay. I used the Morningstar a lot back in the day as well. I used the 5-star Morningstar. Oh, I should really get this. Oh wait, they're resetting. Yeah. That is a lot of artifacts. Hey, Vantage. In love with 60 FPS, so cool. It does feel nice. I am looking forward to the time when I'm actually comfortable with it, like I am with 30 though. Okay, let's swap on over to the beta. Test out some champs. Did I get the raid rewards? Oh, I did get raid rewards. You're right. I could open up a basic probably. It's mostly the dust, but even that you're not fussed about anymore. Yeah, it's... I have all my maxed out 6 stars ascended. I've got like... I'm capped out. I've got tons in the overflow. I'm at the point where I'm... I still like to ascend champions, of course, but it's mostly just for fun. Morningstar is goated. Might take yours up considering she's been at rank 3 for a while. She is very cool. Test out Rocket. I don't think I'll be doing that. Yeah, okay, here it is. Good call. Am I streaming in 60? I think so. Some people were saying that it looked like it was 60. I think the stream settings are correct for that. If it still looks like 30 on your guys' end, please let me know, because I'm playing in 60, so I'd like to stream in 60. Alright, this will be the first 60 FPS crystal I've seen, though. People are saying it looks kind of wild. Ooh, that is a lot. I mean, I know it's the same, but it definitely looks a lot more frantic. Sig 40, Mysterio. Call Simsup. Simsup is not in the basic. Yeah, the menus feel way faster. I mean, which makes sense. It is twice as fast. Yeah, I did the same thing, Samael. I accidentally capped myself on Mysterium. Saving Titans again. Not that I'm anywhere close. Okay, so supposedly Black Panther is buffed, so I will not be trying him out. Maybe I'll try Screamin' Jack. Punk did also get buffed. I don't think I have him duped on this, though, and I understand he kind of needs the dupe. Oh, I don't even have him on here. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I will not be testing him. We can't do anything with Dazzler's Spiral, Samuel. I do have Jack and Scream, right? Yeah, they're there. I guess I could try him on the live server, because I do have the 7-star on the live server, but people do say he needs the dupe a lot, so I kind of don't want to test the unduped all that much. I don't know. I would suggest you go take a look at Allison's video that she put out today. With the Battlegrounds realistic Spider-Punk, she took out like 900,000 health in a minute. So I think he might be viable. We'll have to see. Someone said he was hitting 100k special ones at rank 1. Yeah, I've only seen Allison's video on it so far, but it was very impressive. That's a fair point, Abdo. That's why I do want to test him out, but I do think he needs the dupe from what people say. But the other thing is, like, you can learn to play champions at that level as well. I'm not as scared about the skill ask because I know with enough time I can get there. I'm more scared about, like, how many attempts did it take to get those videos. If you can consistently get that performance, that's great. But if that's a 1 in a million perfect AI cooperation, perfect RNG, well, then it's not as feasible, of course. Although it is still very cool. All right. I don't really know how Jack works. I guess it's time to learn. I guess I'll rank up the 6-star if I need the dupe for anything. Reverse control's immune is nice, but honestly, that can mess you up as often as it saves you. If you forget. Incinerate immune. Parrying non-contact is pretty big. He has Incinerate Burst instead of crits, that's right. It scales with crit damage. I wonder if crit damage stat focus would be good then. Every 3 gives an inflamed, which is crit damage. Oh, if he gets that much crit damage, it's probably not worth it then. Ability accuracy and energy resistance. Opponent's damaging effects are 100% reduced when hitting block during special attacks. Wow, that's a lot of caveats on that. So they can't land damaging effects into your block on special attacks. That seems not all that useful, honestly. I guess that's just blocking Onslaught special one, isn't it? Inflamed or paused during specials, pretty standard. And after intercepts, okay. The Cowardice is pretty nice. Cowardice, ooh, is kind of a special 2 bias almost. Interesting. Heavy gives you the precision. All right, I'm just going to go into a quick fight with him. Did end up loving Prowler. At first he felt like he was more of a skill ask. I would love a Prowler. You've been doing some pretty good stuff with him, I know. Not you. Who else inflicts dot on block specials? That's a good question. There are definitely some. But I can't think of any where it's like a really big deal. Does Bullseyes count? It's an instant, but are instants classed as dots in the background? Kind of want to test that. Wait, do I not have Bullseye ranked up on here? This is so out of date. I need to have them pull it in again. Instant don't count as dot? Okay. Apparently I don't even have him ranked up. Curious to see how often that special 2 bias actually works. Well, it's not a lot either. It was only like 35%, right? Although you only need it to work once, so I don't know. Let's try it versus this Cyclops. Valk doesn't work for certain nodes where bleed is necessary. Okay. Enchantress. I guess Enchantress, but you can just Dex and then you don't have to worry about it. Kitty. Yeah, Kitty's, I guess, a good one. And the Cowardice is a very good Kitty counter as well, because it turns off her prowess. Problem is, Kitty's... A lot of these are... Oh, yeah, he's Incinerate Immune. Yeah. Like, most of these aren't serious threats, right? Like, I'm not too worried about Enchantresses, because you just Dex the last hit and you're fine. Do Omega Sentinel? No, that's her auto block. That's not on you blocking. Yeah, nothing's jumping out here to me. Just looking over the champions. Oh, stat focus, you're right. Alright, now the way I typically practice these champions is just like try to figure out their basic stuff first before I go into actual rotations. So, okay, I'm seeing the plasma bursts on the hit. Every 3 is building an inflamed, which further increases the potency of the bursts. It gives me ability accuracy, is that right? That's big bursts though, honestly. 9k bursts from rank 2. I didn't realize it was that strong. Interesting. What is the general consensus for stat focus on Jack? I'm guessing not crit damage because he has so much. Pairing non-contacts. I already forgot about that, but that's a good one. Oh, he'll probably be... Actually, Negasonic. Negasonic inflicts Incinerate on your special too, right? That could be pretty big. Oh, Gore is a really good call, Acidy. Yeah, every 3 gives you 1 inflamed. Which is ability accuracy and energy resistance too, okay. And it looks like you can probably keep up those inflames pretty much indefinitely, I think. Yeah, okay, so that's like 2 combos and then inflames up. That certainly seems feasible. And the Cowardice... Cowardice doesn't cost anything either. It's non-stacking. So I guess it costs willpower healing. Yeah, it looks like keeping up inflamed is not an issue. Okay, let's see. How... Okay, he threw that right away. Yeah, 35% is not a lot. It's something, but I'm not sure that it's even worth using with willpower. He is still seeming very eager to throw this. You really only need it to work once, though. Like, that time it would have been enough. Because it really only matters that you get 1 parry after they get to a special 1, and then you can do a combo to get them to a special 2. But, like, he's just throwing it right away. This is... I guess it's better than nothing, but... Yeah, like there. You only need it to work once, but... It is far from a guarantee. Like, I guess it's something, but I wouldn't depend on that. And I'm sure if you do your standard... Although, no, you can't even. I was going to say just do your 4-hit combo and bait heavy, but you can't because you need the 4th light to place it. Yeah, that might be a little impractical then. Given how much his playstyle requires blocking, you think Block Prof would help him? Yeah, I'll try him with crit as well. Because those plasma bursts are pretty big. I was not expecting them to be that large. $35% enough for 1 deterrence, 2 at best. Yeah, like... There were definitely times that he held it that he might not have if I didn't have that on, but it's not exactly a guarantee. Like I said, you only need it to work once. But I don't like that it's on the 4th light attack, which means you can't go in to block a heavy, right? Like, it's... I'm pretty sure it's going to be more effective to just do your standard 4-hit bait heavy. 4-hit bait heavy. Right, there's almost no chance of him throwing a special 1 then. Now, of course, Onslaught is the intended counter here, and he's got the crush. Like there, he didn't throw it. Whether or not that's because of the cowardice, I don't know. But if it matters, you need all the help you can get, I guess. Okay, yeah, he's got pretty satisfying, just basic damage. At least. He looks fun. I can't say much yet, but He certainly looks good. Yeah, we can use relics on the beta. I don't have one on yet. This is just sort of the way I go about learning the champions, is add in one little bit at a time. It's like that was his basic attacks. Heavy gives the precision, which I did forget. Special one pauses the precisions, which you can get the big one from heavy. Activation gives 4 inflamed. Yeah, the relic will help a lot, huh, for the heavy charge. Passive damaging effects inflicted during the special count an additional +1. Okay. So every crit gives you 2 instead of 1. That makes sense. Battle 2 hits each inflict, incinerate, and poison. Poison will essentially turn off willpower. That'll be minus 60% from the poison, minus 4 debuffs worth of despair. Yeah, that's essentially turning off willpower. Good. And special 3 is a big precision and decently low. Okay. Yeah. Start weaving those in. Is there a big onslaught you can test him against? No, my rank 3 isn't even on this server. Best relic for him? Probably just Green Goblin. I'll take a look at that once I've got this down. Wish they'd stop making every new tech champ not crit. That's definitely become a very, like a cornerstone almost of the class. I do like it as a once in a while thing, but there have been a lot. Okay, so that special one gave me a ton of inflamed. Let's go for another one. Okay, not great heavy reach. Or at least not crazy heavy reach. I guess I've been playing a lot of Shothra and her heavy reach is insane. And now that I've got these 14 up, the bursts are doing quite a lot. They were doing a good amount before. But 11k bursts multiple times a combo. It's pretty good. Those don't last very long. Yeah, and that precision is not long enough to use that for your combos. He's definitely cool. I wouldn't be sad to get him. Yeah, that was chunky plasma damage for sure. Let's take a look at the relics. Tech relics. Hulkbuster isn't going to do anything. He doesn't have any shock. Vision maybe would work. Let's see. He doesn't have heal blocks, but his incinerates and plasmas you could boost the potency with. So that's not bad. He doesn't really benefit from anything else. I probably wouldn't put this relic on him just because this relic is pretty good for a lot of champions. Like all your shockers benefit a lot from this. All your heal blockers. There's a lot of competition for the vision relic. Power efficiency is very nice for pretty much everyone. That wouldn't apply. Debuff duration is nice. That would give you longer debuffs off your special too. That's not going to matter. Damaging debuff potency. Yeah, this one's actually pretty good. Minus special attack damage if you have to block could be pretty good. So Green Goblin would be solid. And then what's the last one? Sentinel. Oh, Sentinel targets incinerates, right? Okay, now this one's interesting because since it targets incinerates, if you're fighting a mutant, it wouldn't apply. Do you love the pumpkin bomb animations? Yeah, it looks good. Oh, heading out. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Are you going to be on later? If so, I might try to raid after this. Plasmas do not count as incinerates, as far as I'm aware. Which is why I'm thinking that this one is probably not the best, just because if you have class advantage, it's not gonna apply. Yeah, I think Green Goblin is the way to go. Power efficiency, of course, is always helpful. But even then, it's 6% debuff duration, plus a little bit of ability accuracy. Stronger potency, and then just less special attack damage. Let's start out with that. What are the health pools on these? So it's got 260. Okay, that's close to Battlegrounds one. And I don't believe the plasma does more damage than the incinerate. It's just a different type, right? Yeah, they just become plasmas. No bonus damage. Aside from the class advantage stuff. I don't know if it's worth it to go for the special one or not. I'll try it both ways. That was pretty solid, actually. Hey, Garena. Yeah, everything's going pretty well for me. What about you? Open betting? I don't have any Battlegrounds matches. There's nothing to bet on. There wasn't even a need to go for the special one there, though. There's definitely stronger health pools than that in Battlegrounds, but that was close. I'm winning at the moment. I mean, I don't think I'm going to lose to any of these matches, to be honest. Did I update? Yeah, Garena, I'm at 60 FPS right now. Now, this is a long... This guy has a lot of health, right? I've got like 1 million. I wonder if the special 1, special 3 is worth it. Special 1 ramps up your basic attacks quite a lot. At least it seems. Oh, I should have waited to save that until I had the special 3 ready. Forgot about the power efficiency. Okay, it looks like you can't really save the special 1. What are those? Ignitions? Inflames. Ignition is Kushala. You can't save the inflames really past the special 2. Now, is this crit long enough to do special 1, special 2 off of? Oh. No, it's not very long at all. Okay, you can't even get a special 2 off of that. Well, maybe you can with more... Oh, I forgot about the intercepts. Yeah, you want to do that, don't you? Yeah, that makes a big difference, huh? Does that pause the precision as well? How do you update? There's no update available on the Play Store? Are you sure you don't already have it? because it came out earlier today. It might have auto-updated for you. Do you see Spiral and Dazzler in your Unknown Champions? If you can see them, then you're already updated. Yes, holding that Precision over to a Special 2 does not seem particularly feasible. No? Then I'm not sure, Garena. I mean, it just showed up in the Play Store for me. I wish that Special 3 Precision was a little bit longer. Definitely seems like he could handle Battleground stuff at least. Saw some Scream gameplay. She's amazing. I'll try her out after a couple more fights here. Not as far as I know, Garena. Maybe it's just taking a little bit longer to show for you. Oh yeah, how's this light attack reach? Looks like alright, maybe. Okay. Oh, I was gonna special one here. He's definitely got very solid damage in like this mid-range fight. It's a 30-second fight. Yeah, this is a rank 2. Do I have line? Yeah, just to get like alliance stuff. I don't really use it for much else. I definitely feel like Jack is sort of optimized around this length of fight. Maybe a little bit longer, because the special one would help out quite a bit. Alright, I want to do a single special 1, special 2 cycle and see how much damage that does. Intercepting also has the potential to increase your damage by quite a lot. That didn't count. This is, of course, not the most realistic fight, just because it is a Cyclops. He's got quick specials. He's got not many abilities to worry about. Okay, so this is a special 1, special 2 with intercepting. And that was 400k. Yeah, he definitely seems like he'd be viable. Oh, what was the time on that? Forgot to check. Oh, of course I couldn't see the time. Well, it was pretty quick. That was what, like 45 seconds? Yeah, I could definitely see him being viable. Would not be sad to pull this guy. And his SIG ability. During the opponent's special attacks, gain a Bulwark buff. That's useful. But I would not say that's critical. Suffering from any energy damaging passives. Passively regenerates some health. Again, that's nice, but it doesn't seem like that's critical. It's funny how many of these abilities are just specifically Onslaught. Gotta go right now. Have a great day and night. Oh, thank you, Acidity. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a good rest of your night. The Cowardice kind of seems like a gimmick. And the Special 3 Precision could definitely be a bit longer. But overall, I think this is a pretty cool champion. I could see that increased ability accuracy also being kind of a niche utility. Gulk ability, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, Garena, if you're still not seeing it tomorrow, I'd probably put in a support ticket. Because, I mean, I got the update just fine. I know a lot of other people did too. So it might just be taking a little bit longer for it to get out to you. Alright, let's give Scream a try. I know some people that are big fans of her too. Oh, you can still play today, Karina. You don't need to be updated yet. You don't need to be updated until Wednesday. Got 7-star. Oh no, 6-star hype for the first time. You didn't have a 6-star hype one? You know what's funny? Until like a month ago, I did not have 6-star OG Storm. And she was in the initial batch of 6 stars. Which is just wild. How many of these do I need? Yeah, 7-star hype is crazy. Okay, I did not need this many. Yeah, Jack overall, though, is pretty simple, which I like. Your champion ever pulled a 6-star Heimdall, got him last month? I'm still missing a few that are pretty old, but nothing on the level of Storm. I was almost sad to pull her, because it was kind of fun to just say, I'm somehow missing this one champion from the launch pool. Okay, well, let's take a look at Scream. I'll do the same thing with her. That's the way I like to usually learn these new champs, is figure out like how their basic attacks work, anything that funky going on there, and then start to add in like special attacks and relics, that sort of deal. I find it helpful to have a good understanding of the foundation first. Uh-oh, Juan, what happened? 1-star to 7-star Onslaught got Falcon. Oof, I'm sorry. Oh, I should get her stat focus too. I'll do that later. Okay, Scream. Okay. All attacks can inflict a bleed, doing not much damage. Okay, that's probably a utility bleed, not a damage bleed. Also inflict an armor break, also utility. Oh, and they get longer for deep wounds. If personal bleed is inflicted by immunity, inflict 2 armor breaks. Okay, so that's nice. They've got provisions for bleed immunes. Like to see that. Enter each fight with 4 madness passives. These expire naturally or on her 4th light attack. They're all refreshed and 2 are gained. Oh, okay. What does this mean? There's not a duration on them, so I'm not sure how long they last. These expire naturally or on the 4th light attack. Okay, so you can use the 4th light attack to keep them refreshed. The first lasts, oh, there it is. First lasts 18 seconds, each additional increasing their own expiry rate by 20%. So the more you have, the faster they expire. You can use lights to refresh them, but at the cost of 2 more, so they go even faster. Okay, this is complicated. I remember reading this before, but I didn't spend too much time actually thinking about it. It's paused when they're struck, okay. Ordering specials or strikers. At 6, opponent's stun suffer 100% reduced ability accuracy. That's useful. Now, since it says the opponents, does that mean that nodes are not affected? So like something like encroaching stun? I'm not sure if that would count or not. Knocked down by a special attack. When a personal buff is nullified or when incinerated by a mystic, you lose 2. Okay. So you can keep it in check by using specials, nullifying, or mystic incinerates. What mystics even can incinerate? Absman can, Claire can, Doom, Dragon Man. I think Kushala can, right? I think Purgatory can as well, Mephisto. Okay, there's a decent number. I think Wiccan can as well. There's some, but that seems a little bit niche. I mean, the rest of it isn't all that niche. Okay, I'm just going to go into a fight and try to figure that out, because that is complicated enough. Deleted the game and reinstalled? Okay, it might just be that it's not like pushed to your country's Play Store yet or something. So I've got 4. I'm not going to worry about what they're actually giving me. I see the expiry. I used the light attack and it's refreshed. And 2 are gained. Do it again. Is 8 the max? Yeah, 8's the max. And honestly, this is still manageable at 8. Like, considering it's paused on attacks. At max, I guess if you're having to bait specials, it's a little bit tricky at max. Yeah, I'm guessing you won't stay there super long because of the rest of her abilities. Okay. It's manageable, but if they turtle up, I could see that being an issue if you're trying to stay at 8 for a long time, which I doubt you are, but we'll see. Okay, I think I get that. When Madness is refreshed, its icon changes. I did see that. Reflecting the currently selected hybrid buff cycling through each of them. Okay. 25% vicious buff, so that's damaging effects are 24% stronger. You also got invaded for 9.2 beta. It's not started yet, but once it is, yeah, you'll be able to get into it. Wait, what? Oh, there was more. 25% vicious buff, a 20% energized buff, 850 bulwark, and an 850 impact. Okay. Vicious and energized seem probably the best offensively. Although I think you want to use her auto block, right? So maybe bulwark is good too. Hybrid can only be gained when madness is at 1 or more. Either medium attack gives the currently selected hybrid buff. Okay, that makes sense. I get that. When gaining a hybrid buff with 2 already selected, madness is refreshed instead. So you're soft capped at 2. Or, it doesn't say that you don't gain it. Oh yeah, max 2 of each. So you're capped at 2, and if you try to get a third, it'll just refresh. So as if you had light attacked, that probably just lets you get a little bit more damage per combo once you're already maxed. While at 2, when she would gain the hybrid buff, this is if any hybrid buff, okay. So you need to get 2 of any one, and then you can build anything else, and you'll get an Undermine. Undermine is very useful. Okay, I'm gonna do another fight, just trying to pay attention to that. No, 9.2 beta is open to a lot of people. Alright, let's get this energized. Yeah, the act content betas, they open up to a lot of people. It's still like invite only. They send out the invites in the mail. But yeah, a lot of people are in this. So let's say I want to get the vicious. Okay, so it is a lot trickier to keep this up when you're trying to also build the buffs. Trying to keep that undermine up could be pretty stressful. Yeah, see, like here, I almost let it. Oh, I should have let it fall off because now he's at special 3. Okay, now what happens if it runs out? Does it reset to 0? Okay, you lose 2. Managing this is going to be a skill. That is for sure. What is this beta? This one is the content creator beta. Can you do a 3-hit? Yeah, you can do any. Okay. If you're sitting at a lot of those, it's probably best to just do 2 hits so you don't waste too much of the timer and risk losing it. Well, I guess it's not that big of a deal if you lose it, right? So now I'm maxed out on buffs. So this is kind of her max ramp. The bleeds still don't do a lot. And I don't think the vicious is going to help all that much. I do feel like these bleeds are intended for utility rather than damage. We'll see. I'm sure some of her other abilities might interact with it too. But like I said, I'm just trying to get a feel for how all this comes together. Keeping the undermine up is probably not going to be easy either. It's probably going to be better to just use it situationally. Of course, once you're ramped up, it's easy to get it on. Okay. Doesn't have crazy basic damage, certainly a lot less than Jack. But again, I'm not actually playing her properly yet. I'm just getting a handle on her. Well, it's not just YouTubers, Garena, but yeah, content creators. YouTubers are in here, forum guardians, they're art people too. Okay. Let's add a little bit more. I think I get her buff rotation now. That will definitely take some getting used to if you want to play her a lot, though. Anything I've forgotten so far? I don't think so. I guess the stun I didn't remember, but it's not huge. When Madness is consumed, gain an auto block buff for 5 seconds. It's removed when auto blocking a contact attack. Now, how can Madness be consumed? Does this count? Like being knocked down, buff being nullified, or being incinerated? It says lose. Does that count as consumed? Okay, but whenever it's consumed, you gain an auto-block buff, specifically for auto-blocking contact. 100% chance to auto block basic attacks. So only contact basic attacks. They can resist block breaks by a heavy, which is interesting. Successfully auto blocking, gain 1 of the currently selected hybrid buff and inflict a personal bleed. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's a big game, Greena. It's a large one. Okay, charging a heavy attack consumes a madness to inflict an infuriate attack. Okay, that's interesting. So you charge the heavy attack, consume a madness, and then you get the auto block. And the auto block will give you the hybrid buff. Wow, there's going to be a lot of managing this stuff. All right, let me try using that a little bit. I mean, it's been around that size for a while. Let's try this. Seems like it might be quicker to ramp up this way. Whoops, why did I just throw that? Heavy attack does some damage when it crits. Oops, forgot to consume it. Yeah, 16k, that's pretty good. Am I excited for Super Daily? Oh yeah, Garena. That's going to be very nice to have that back. Okay, Scream is definitely more complicated. During special attacks, all personal debuffs are paused, and all of her personal buffs, other than regen. I don't even know how she gets regen right now. Special 1 gains attack for each unique buff. So you want to ideally have one of each plus the Undermine. Each hit consumes a madness to grant a fervor buff. Again, does she really need fervor? Wait, is fervor duration or potency? We'll see. You have 3 T4 alpha for a rank 3 Isofiend. That's awesome, Garena. I'm excited to get her for free. We think she'll be Mystic. They showed some preliminary footage that showed her Mystic, but it was preliminary, so it could change. Each hit of the special 1 consumes a madness. When I hit with 0, gain a madness, and then gain madness instead of fervor for the rest of the attack. Okay, that makes sense. Special 2 consumes all madness and can be unblockable with enough. Can deal a burst of direct damage for each personal debuff. Yeah, that's why you want the bleeds. Okay, let's try this out. Buffs. Oh, it consumed it, so it gave the auto block. Yeah, okay, then I can use this to trigger a second. Yeah, I think you're gonna want Bulwark or block proficiency for his stat focus, probably. Is that consumed at all? Okay, that's some damage, yeah. Trying to manage this all is definitely going to be a challenge. 8. Probably not 8. Well, I can't. Okay. She's definitely interesting. I don't know that she's the sort of champion that I love as much, but I could definitely see myself using her. I do often like the ones where you have to manage stuff, but it might just be that I'm not familiar with a lot of it yet. I think I like Jack more than her, though. 3 Valiant accounts completely free to play. Nice. Alright, that got a bunch of unique props. Oh yeah, I was gonna check Fervor. Fervor is... oh, ability accuracy. Okay, that's actually good then. I can get the refresh here. Refresh. Oh, I forgot to get my vicious. And then 8. Wow, that was very quick. Oh, it's the lower health one. 47 seconds. It's really grindy and frustrating. Well, if that's the case, then why have you done it 3 times? Okay, got auto block up. Let's refresh and then special 1. I'm missing one of my bulwarks. Missed that. Wow, you can build up a lot of those. Yeah, I'm not sure if she's someone you want to use all the time. Maybe. This is 6. Probably should have gotten Undermine too. Oops. Yeah, she's also pretty cool. I would definitely say she's a good champion. At least from this limited testing. Alright, well I think I'm going to call it there. Looks like a lot of people are on. Doesn't seem like there's too many in there, so... I think that'll be it for me tonight. But thanks for everyone for showing up tonight. Hope everyone has a great rest of your night, and I will catch you later. See ya.